touch on a few key ones that are very, very important and kind of represent the partnership that we have had. Many of you know about the American Rescue Plan that passed back in early 2021, and this was the big bill to get COVID under control and to help our schools, our small businesses, our local governments get out of COVID. But we worked not only to pass that legislation, but then to make sure it was delivered at the local level, that that money got to the people who needed it. And one of our major success stories was around eviction prevention. So many of you may have followed this story where there was funding to prevent evictions because of COVID, but it just sat in the bank accounts of local governments all across the country. But with Nicole Love Hendrickson's leadership, with county representative leadership, we set up Project Reset 2.0 to get that money out the door to the people who needed it. And Gwinnett County now leads the nation in reducing evictions. And I think it's about 17,000 people. And that is because of that federal and local partnership that we've had. That is because we have grounded every single thing we do in the needs of this community. I want you to know, I just knocked a door the other day. This woman was like, "Can you help me? I might be evicted." I'm like, "Why, yes, I can help you." Which is a wonderful thing to be able to say. And I've had people come up to me and say, "You saved my life." And there were situations where people's furniture was out by the curb and we were able to pick them up and get them back into their home because of this program. So that's one piece of this much bigger picture. We also had money in the American Rescue Plan for public health, for mental health, and I had a COVID-19 task force, and we found out that there was a gap in need in Centerville. So with Nicole Love Hendrickson, with the county commissioners, with the local partnerships, we created a one-stop shop center that is going to go into Centerville to help with mental health and public health in that area where we saw there's a gap in terms of service. I worked on the PPP Extension Act that saved over 270,000 small businesses and allowed them to access $5 billion, and that's in Georgia alone. I've worked on an abandoned malls bill that came past driving past Gwinnett Place Mall. It is an area where we need to redevelop. I'm of course working on the big picture items like expanding Medicaid, and have introduced the legislation in Congress with Senator Warnock to expand Medicaid in Georgia. And there is project after project like that, grounded in this community, grounded in the diverse needs, that are really the heart of my commitment, and they are why I am running again for the 7th District. The big picture is that I am deeply invested in the democratic project that is Georgia's 7th District. We are diverse in the truest sense of the word. We are Black, Hispanic, white, Asian, gay, straight, moderate, liberal, conservative, and the list goes on and on. We are from here, we are from all over the country, we are from all over the world. And every generation is called on to renew our democracy. Every generation must ask itself the question of whether the center can hold, whether we will come together as one country with a shared vision, or whether we will break apart into our tribal enclaves. It is very fitting that this district was one of the most decisive districts